So here we are with episode 3 of the family circumstances of the Irregular Witch. The last two episodes were pretty fun. There were things I like about it, there are things I don't like about it, but currently the positives outweigh the negatives. So we'll just have to see how this, what this episode got in store for us. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access to non-seasonal and some seasonal shows like this one on the YouTube memberships. But other than that, let us get started. Just seeing that mushroom just oddly enough reminds me of Hennessy Town. Go home. Go home. Oh shit! I bring them when Viola's not here. I didn't mention this, but I did realize it during editing. I thought that was very funny that Alyssa is the older one out of everyone. Of the her witch friends. But she's the one who looks the youngest. Very fun. Ugh. I don't know why, I've just realized that it's on beat and it's so good. I don't often realize that for other opening. I do like this. I did mention it before. It reminds me of another band that I used to listen to. Band? Girl group? Whatever. Photo album. Ooh, we're gonna see your baby pictures? Oh. That's interesting. In the olden days. I already got it. She looks exactly the same! Oh. In cuteness! Adorableness! She's just crying. Didn't she get kidnapped constantly? She thinks like a hedgehog. Oh, age 50. Oh, she stopped time. Oh, got a moon pin on her. Now it's an earring. She's got a bead of sweat on her. Ooh, the moon in her eyes. Instead of hearts, I guess. I was all about me. What does that? What does that mean exactly? Phrasing, Viola. Oh. She likes eating them. The little squeaks on him. The energy through. He's just ignorant. He doesn't know. Yes. Please show me your cute self. Wow. Wow, he looks exactly the same. It's just... Didn't we just do this bit? Yeah. Oh. Birds of a feather. Oh, look at Phoenix. Mmm. He's a chair. I'm sitting on a chair. I don't know if this is I don't know if these two helping her out. Damn. Ready to fucking murder him. Oh. Oh, it's the fucking Oh shit. Oh. Ooh. I love that Phoenix had to take it away. Oh. Come on, Viola, you gotta aim for the arms! Not for the book! I love that Phoenix is out here protecting her. Wait, the doctor just fucking sprays on you? You need some medicine. Wherefore? Well, at least you know she's not an idiot. He doesn't get sick. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Phoenix is OP! Basically, yeah. It's a fucking war happening inside your body right now. It's pretty sick. Let's go, white cells! I don't know why the blood cells are fighting, but... Why? Oh. The fact that it had like human arms and legs was just... Damn, Phoenix was ready to give himself up. Or he was just... Is that supposed to be a frowny face? Oh, the Phoenix loyalty, dude. He's ready to give himself up. If you boil Phoenix, right, could you make chicken stock? Or Phoenix stock, technically? They're fever dreams for a reason. But hey, you know, one of the nice things about... Is she just literally conjuring it? Because she's... I was gonna say, like, one of the nice things about getting a cold is, you know, having your mother dote on you. Even though she technically does it all the time, so... What is the difference, right? Ah, Phoenix is just pushing her down. Well, then you better drink the fucking medicine. Then you won't notice. Come on now. Expel. That's interesting. It is not puking. Oh, thank you. Wow. on now, Phoenix is here for you. Fion. Fawn? Fion? Oh, here comes. Oh, shit. Lure my contracted. Wow. He definitely lulled her to sleep. This episode has so much Phoenix. She fucking beats the germs right out of her, the fucking sickness. Damn, he's ready to swing hands just in case someone's ready to kidnap her. Oh, is this her? Ah. Interesting. It's just how it is with dreams. You forget real quick. Yeah, she fucking beat the shit out of those cold germs. Oh, now Phoenix is oh, now he has a cold. He's never been sick in his life before. Oh. Oh. Well, he gets to experience sickness for the first time. Oh, 10 years ago. So when she was 6? She crying? I didn't bed spell. Oh. Damn, your bed spell's just floating in the air. So, like, did that came out of you? Like, come out, technically. Oh my god, E.T. I love, like, the cute little, like, female fairies. And then, like, what is that? Like, a male fairy? It's just an old dude? Genials, not fairies. I'm sorry, that's snakes. And they're like, oh shit! But, like, they're, like, calm for the most part. Like, they don't attack, they just chill. Mythical beasts, huh? Ha, the phoenix. Oh, she did! Oh, what? They're all live with us. Alright! I like that episode a lot more than the first two. Definitely, reeled back on some of its jokes, right? We still had, like, the first part with Luna and her, you know, familiars. But we had a lot more just to unroll, like, the story and everything, right? Viola's past, like, who makes us have questions, albeit, you know, it's kind of a question that we should have already, right? Like, who was the person who dropped her here? So it's nice to see that. I like that they got a little bit more into, like, the magic system as well. That's very fun. I gotta go write notes for that once this is over, but very excited. And, of course, Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix was just the fucking star in this episode. Fantastic. Oh, wait, no, this is a preview. I do not want this preview, but... Well, I mean, I said I was gonna do what I'm gonna do, so we will be right back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 3 of the family circumstances of the Irregular Witch. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was, well, I mean, I kind of already said it during the ending. I thought that this was a really good episode. I thought I like it a lot better than the first 2 episodes. But again, it kind of comes with the whole feeling of first, maybe even second episode sometimes tend to be just a little excessive, and then kind of tones it down a little bit. So I really like this episode. As I mentioned, it feels like they're giving us just a little bit more story, which is always fun, right? It doesn't really need to. Technically, kind of does at some point, even if it's just like a slice of life, right? Like, maybe people enjoy like chill type anime and all that, but if there's some sort of underlying lore and an underlying story, it's really nice to be able to explore that, right? Allow people to have some questions in their mind, and hopefully that keeps their interest and such. But before we go into all of that, the first part that we had was the visit of Giriko and Luna, and I really enjoy the God, the Luna just coming in with her freaking familiar. Yeah, and I love she introduces them. Here's this man. What did she say about this guy? He loves being tied up tight, right? He's bondage Kern. This is masochist Ribeiro. He loves pain. And then shame Ross. He loves feeling ashamed. Fan fucking tastic, dude. And I just love I love Alyssa being here like, go home! Fucking go home! I don't want these people here. They're very inappropriate for my daughter. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Very fun. I like the beginning gag of this. And so we get to see more of Alyssa and Giriko and Luna's relationship, right? The trio and everything. We also get to see a point where where Giriko and Luna are growing up, but Alyssa isn't, right? She's just stuck in time, as Viola says. Well, she's so cute that she stopped time, right? That's exactly what Viola says. Very fun. And I just, Viola's just always so worried about her mom, that she's just so feel like, man, she's so cute, didn't she get kidnapped constantly? And it's just like, alright, that kind of sounds a little bit like projection, you know? Sounds like maybe if you were some rando in town and then you saw Alyssa, like, would you have kidnapped her? Why are you thinking about that specifically? I find it very fun that Giriko and Luna, essentially, you don't really get to see their eyes. Giriko just has bangs that covers her eyes, and Luna, for the most part, keeps her eyes closed, right? She's one of those characters who don't need to open their eyes to see. But when she does open her eyes, when she's talking about something perverted, you see that her eyes are of the moon, just because she's Luna. Very fun, I enjoy that. And once Phoenix comes in, this boy just takes the entire stage, for me at least. I love this man. I love this bird, I mean. God, as I said, his voice is truly growing on me. I love his voice. It's so fucking good. And I'll talk more about him later on. But we had that whole gag, as I mentioned, of Giriko and Luna growing up, but Alyssa isn't. Right? She stopped time because she was too cute. And so we have the same gag again with Phoenix, where he's just like, this is me 500 years ago. And then this is me 200 years ago. He looks just the same. I mean, he's an immortal bird and everything. Fantastic. And I love that as they point out, wait, didn't we already do this gag? And Phoenix is just like, birds of a feather. I love Phoenix. He's too good. God, just look how cute he is. Just, I don't even know if he's sitting or not, but it doesn't look like he's sitting. He's kind of just standing. He's hunched over, I guess, right? And he's looking over Viola's shoulder. Very fun. But yeah, as I mentioned, again, we got to see more of Alyssa and Giriko's and Luna's friendship. I very much enjoy that. You know, it gotta You know, it's in our world, sometimes it's just so hard to maintain friendships for maybe even like 5-10 years, right? Like you kind of think about it and it's just like, well, how many people do you actually talk from your childhood? If you are, you know, gracious, if you've been graced enough to have friendships that last that long, right? So so it's the idea of like these three girls have been three women now have been friends since childhood, and I mean they've been friends for 200 frickin' years, over 200 years actually. Like, god frickin' damn, dude, this is some strong ass friendship. This is a strong bond. Hell yeah. We appreciate good friendship bonds over here. And finally, after the nice feelings of, wow, friendship, we get hit with these pictures as Luna is thinking about her familiars. Who are these people? And I love Phoenix just slowly coming on over to grab it and just swipe it away from her. And then Luna and Kiriko just has to run away. Even though Kiriko didn't really do anything. Like, it was Luna who thought about it. It's her familiar, but Kiriko's just like, I'm out of here. I gotta get the fuck out. Fantastic. And then we've got Phoenix in the back, just like, nah, dog, you ain't seeing this. Oh, Phoenix is such a dad. That reminds me, I need to write down these names for the nurse and the doctor. Myconid? Myconid? Is that like, I assume it's like mushroom thing? Cause we're looking at the doctor and he's literally a mushroom. It's so funny, just looking at his design. I thought he was wearing, like, full glasses, but I think he's just wearing one singular glass, like, he's wearing a monocle, right? But the way that his eyes look like glasses, that's why I thought that he was wearing a full set of glasses. But just from his eyes, which looks like glasses, and, like, his mustache, the first thing I thought of when I saw him was, whoa, looks like Sullivan. Sullivan from, Irumakun. But in the next segment, we get to see Viola being sick, and as we learned from Alyssa, Viola doesn't get sick often, and so because of that, she tries to power through it, right? We see this throughout the whole segment of her literally fighting to not be in bed, not wanting to drink medicine, and by the end of it, Phoenix had to just... he just murked her. He's just like, I'll sing you a lullaby. Just, and then down she goes. But this whole segment with Phoenix, right, taking care of Viola, fantastic. He made a contract with her, and he's like, I will take care of the contract there, all right? You can go do whatever you need, mother. And I love that. I love that Phoenix is like, you know, wherefore is she so stubborn? And after the explanation that I had mentioned, he makes the comment of, a little imp incarnate. God, man, so sophisticated, huh? You can't get over fucking Jack Frost. He's literally just teabagging her. God, the fact that it has, like, human skin, arm and legs, it's just not good at all. Maybe if, like, it were more of a snowy texture, I'd be like, okay, that's totally fine. But the fact that it just looks like a human in a Jack Frost costume, it's just like, okay. It's like a fucking cat, right? So, or even like a fucking baby just sitting on your head. There's also this part where Viola says she wants chicken soup, and immediately this boy just gets himself right in the boiler. Which, by the way, if he did this, like, wouldn't this whole house be set on fire? Because, like, he's literally putting logs and, he's putting logs and, like, setting it on fire, but, like, isn't the floor also made out of wood? I mean, we're literally in the tree, so... Contain fire, I guess, right? Contain chaos. But I love Phoenix, and he's ready to give himself up. He is immortal, after all. Maybe he can just, you know, if he gets his wing cut off or something, he'll just revive. He'll just... I mean, he is also a phoenix, right? Even if he dies, he technically just will be reborn again later on. but I commend his loyalty. Even a point where he was just like, hey, you need some of my blood if you don't want to take the medicine? Oh, you don't want to take the blood? What if I mix it in with some yogurt, huh? That reminds me, I had to look at Phoenix again because, yeah, okay, so after this, where he's trying to compete with the chicken, it is supposed to be a frowny face. He's just like, I can't fucking lose to no chicken. I also really like this part as well with Viola feeling bored in bed. Understandable, right? Especially if you can't sleep or whatever. And she tries to get up. And Phoenix is just like, nah. I forbid thee from rising. I love it. He's just over here sitting and waiting. And then of course she starts expelling, and he's ready with the bucket, dude. And this is where we get to learn a little bit about magic filtration failure, also known as expelling, or commonly known as expelling. And it's the idea that it happens when an illness or an incident causes magic to circulate improperly in the body, and any unfiltrated magic energy is converted to mass and expelled through the mouth. And apparently, the little side note is that it makes a pleasant sound coming out, which, I mean, I guess it kind of did, and it's sparkly and pretty, but it's not puking, because it doesn't smell, I believe. I forgot to write this part. It presenteth no problem, disappeareth in minutes. Yeah, so, it's not puke. It disappears in minutes. I shall lure my contracted into sleep with a lullaby. Thou canst go during her slumber. She'll be like, I ain't no kid, I ain't gonna fall asleep to no slumber. Phoenix like, think again, bitch! Immediately dead. And then just Phoenix coming up to her, good night. Oh, that's so good. But as Alyssa goes off shopping, we get to see a small memory of Viola's past. Viola dreams of her real mother, or I would assume it would be her real mother, right? What if it's just some fucking stranger just coming in and pick her up and put her in the forest? But I assume, just from the way that she talks, right, that this is her real mother, and she tells Viola to only remember her and forget all about them. Only hate me. And so it kind of makes you wonder that maybe it's a whole village or whatever, and they're just like, hey, we don't like your kind or your baby, so get the fuck out of here, right? Like, or the baby can't live or whatever, right? Or they're having a little bit of an upset. Maybe that's why her mom tells her, like, hey, don't hate them. Even, I mean, I don't know. But she's, don't hate them, only hate me. And it's just like, I don't know, right? Maybe she, even though perhaps she was forced to do this, she still loves these people, whoever they are. Right, and she wants Viola to know that, hey, you should only hate me because I was the one who made the decision to abandon you. And it's understandable if you hate me in the end. And it kind of makes me wonder if we will end up, I mean, hopefully, right, if we will end up meeting her mother and such. Her real mother, I mean. And, I don't specifically remember these in the manga. Right, there are some gags that I remember, but when it comes to, like, the actual story stuff, I don't remember it for some reason. And so it's really nice, it's really refreshing to actually see this again, and to just know that, hey, like, there's more to this. It's not just all slice of life and comedy stuff, right? There's still some mysteries out there, and very fun, very enjoyable. I just want to let you guys know that I was going to make some fucking racist joke. Like, you see everybody, right? And they're light-skinned. And here's Viola, who's dark-skinned, and she was the one who gets abandoned in the woods. I wonder why, eh? And as I was talking about how, like, well, maybe the village doesn't accept her. I don't know. I mean, we can... Okay. Look at the skin color of, I would assume, her mother, right? Alright. Alright. But after that dream, Viola is now better again because her feistiness has just destroyed all the cold germs inside her. But in the end, Phoenix ends up getting sick, despite him saying that, oh, I've never gotten sick before, and yet here he is, but the only reason why he got sick was because it went through Viola, because if she gets sick, her contractor, right, who will, was it her familiar, will also get sick as well. Very fun, very enjoyable, and I love him just cozying up, right, like this. He's so cute. And I love that he's just like, what does he say that he wanted? He wanted sake and something else. Sake with raw egg. Phoenix is also it's also a bird. Like, it's, I mean, technically, if the egg is not a phoenix egg, I guess it's not cannibalism, right? It's a whole different species, despite it still being a chicken. But hey, man's out here just, oh, and also, like, sake with raw egg? Like, you're gonna crack a raw egg in the sake? Ooh, yeah, I feel like maybe that is a thing, right? Because we've got that whole Christmas drink that I currently can't remember. It's specifically a drink that you would do for Christmas, right? And that involves dropping like a raw egg in there. I forgot what the name of it is though. So the idea of sake and raw egg, I can kind of see it, even though it still kind of grosses me out. It's like also the idea of coffee and egg, right? If you ever had an egg coffee before. But after that, we had a nice 10-year ago segment with Viola doing a low bed spelling and everything. And we get to see the magic spirits, is it? They are spirits, and this is a water spirit, and as Alyssa says, right, I wonder if it was attracted to Viola's magic, and it makes you wonder, like, why is her magic so potent despite her being a human? So it makes you wonder, like, is she really just full-on human, or like, is she half human, half witch? But, you know, again, she's just a one-of-a-kind human, I guess, right? And she got very potent magic and everything. And so we learned a little bit more about the magical beasts and co. of this world, rather basic stuff. Right? We've got the spirits, we've got the fairies, and we've got the monsters, and we find out that the Jin eels aren't exactly fairies, but instead they are monsters, and I just love their shocked face as they hear that. They're just like, whoa! We're not spirits, we're not fairies, we're monsters? Oh shit. They're just over here having a fucking existential crisis. But overall, as I said, really enjoyed this episode. Can't wait to see the next one. I probably wouldn't put too much hope in, like, them continuing. I know that sounds a little doomer, but in terms of, like, continuing at the pace that they are going with showing us the storylines, but I think they've kind of been doing it for the past 3 episodes, so hopefully they continue with it. But obviously they're going to try and add more shenanigans, where if you see the opening, there's a lot of characters, so we're going to have to start adding a whole lot more characters and into the mix, and see how fucking wild and wacky the humor can go and such, right? We technically have already gotten introduced to 2 other people, Shita and Benny. I love his name, it's just Benny, the doctor. But yeah, it's exciting. As again, I like this a lot more than the last 2 episodes, and if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.